Hello everyone, welcome back to our second piece for the TMEA requirement. This time we will work on the Rode number 2. This piece, they don't have any complicated rhythm to need to study for. Everything is very simple. So there are 6 beats per major, 8 note concert beat. So simply make every single note quite even. That will be it for the rhythm side. Then where is the technique? We're gonna have a lot of technique from finger preparation between one position to the other position. The best way to prepare this piece, you need to try to group your note. Every 4 major become one section. So make a section one after the other, one after the other. Do not try to kill entire piece from beginning to the end. You will lose your concentration probably for like 2 lines and 3 lines. So let's talk about each special requirement per small elements. The first one, between 1 to 4, major 1 to 4, it looks like very similar. How do we prepare the intonation in these 4 majors? Remember, you are not looking one by one. You need to always set up your hand as an octave. So you're gonna set up your hand from the last 3 beats, beat 4, beat 5, and beat 6 as an octave movement. So you're gonna set AA, BB, CC. If I use first major as my example, so you will leave the first 3 beats on the side first and then working on AA and then move to the next one and then move to next one. So you're gonna move them together, practice. In this moment, make sure you're moving together entire hand, not just separate top finger and then you left your thumb underneath. They need to be always moved together. Keep your hand very, very relaxed. So when you're moving, you'll not lose your intonation. Then you put that together. Make your left hand as simple as possible without have a lot of active. That's the secret to keep your intonation. For the second part, from major 5 to major 8, they have some rotation on the same chord. So how to prepare that? There's a trick on there. So you need to make sure you find out how to group your note. Usually it's the first 2 notes per major beside of major 5, because major 5 first note you C, low B. They are the common note for the previous phrase, their ending, and the new phrase, their beginning. So do not counting this one. You will pick the D sharp to instead, because D sharp will come up very soon on your 3rd beat. So they are the pattern. So you're gonna set up the first set, which is major 5. From major 5 to 8, you're gonna practice together. Before you play every single note, find out how you're gonna set up your hand first. So major 5, you're gonna set up D sharp and B. So they are half step. You can see my hand half step right here. After you play entire major, you will find out all the notes just based on these 2. Later, you're just rolling your bow between the string, but right now you need to set up your chord. That's major 5, D sharp and B, and then 1, 2, gonna move to next major is E to C. The relationship between the 2 fingers is still half step. So you're gonna have that movement. Prepare your major 7, F sharp to D sharp. You're gonna shifting your first finger whole step higher. Also between finger 1 and finger 2, this time is a whole step. That's how you're gonna find it. Major 5, no, major 8. Actually, major 8, we're gonna move up. Half step between the 2 fingers. They are whole step as well. So your hand gonna prepare like that. Then after you get used to, you can link everything together. So that's not that difficult when you link it together. Remember, do not try to repeat if you are not using the right way, right method to do it. They're gonna wasting too much time and you cannot guarantee your intonation. That's our first excerpt.